Good afternoon. So for what we have seen over a review of signals and systems. So today what we are going to see it of Apina, we are going to see about an discrete Fourier transform. Shortly it is noted as an DFT. The sequence x of k is called n-point DFT of x of n. So these coefficients are related to x of n as given as follows. So when you are defining x of k, so x of k is equivalent to summation n is equivalent to 0 to n minus n x of n e power minus j 2 pi k n by n, where k will be varying from 0 to n minus 1, where capital N stands for length of the sequence. Okay, and small n will be varying from the limit, it is will be varying from 0 to n minus 1. So this is the formula in order to calculate the DFT of the sequence. The next we need to know the formula for finding of the inverse discrete Fourier transform, that is IDFT. So IDFT of the x of k, which is nothing but an x of n. Okay, the formula is given as 1 by n summation. So instead of n, we will be using k. K is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1 x of k e power j 2 pi k n by capital N. Okay, where the n will be varying from 0 to up to n minus 1. And we know that the capital N to be the length of the sequence. Okay, now I think so the formula is clear now. So let me do the problems for calculating DFT and IDFT. Okay, so the first problem is given here to be compute the DFT of the 4-point sequence x of n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So when you are seeing up over here, what is the length of the sequence? The length of the sequence is 4. That is why it's given to be the DFT of the 4-point sequence. So the length of sequence is denoted by means of an capital N. So the value of capital N is equivalent to 4. Okay, so we'll be where the value of k is, k will be equivalent to 0, 1 up to n minus 1. Upon the n to be 4, 4 minus 1 will be 3. So the value of k will be varying from 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, what is the formula for calculating DFT? X of k is equivalent to summation n is equivalent to 0 to capital N minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 pi k n by capital N. Okay, since the capital N to be 4, so you can cancel out by r 2 by 4, it will be equivalent to 1 by 2. So I will change the formula over here to be x of n into e power minus j pi n by n. Okay, now you substitute the value of n. So first we will be replacing k is equal to 0. So when you are substituting the value of k is equal to 0, we are going to find the value of x of 0. So for finding out the x of 0, we will be expanding our summation. So first you replace the value of n is equivalent to 0. So what will happen? X of 0 e power. So we'll be having of 0 over on it. So anything for 0 will be equivalent to 1. Okay. So x of 0 plus x of 1 e power minus j pi by 2. Okay. Then plus x of 2 into e power minus j 2 pi by 2. So 2 and 2 will be getting cancelled. So we'll be getting the value to be pi plus x of 3 into e power minus j 3 pi by 2. Okay. So here what you should note of Abdina, we'll be having of an e power minus j pi by 2. So which is nothing but an cos 90 minus j sin 90. So what is the value of cos 90? So cos 90 to be 0, sin 90 to be 1. Okay, so we will be getting cos 90 to be 1, sin 90 to be 0. Okay, so all the terms will be over here. So similarly, how to find the value for an cos pi? We will be finding for an sin pi. Then again you have to find cos 3 pi by 2, sin 3 pi by 2. So that will be has to be carried out over here. Okay, actually in this expression, since the value of k is equivalent to 0, the entire term will be 0. In the first expression, if you are equating, replacing k is equal to 0, actually the e power j term will be equal to 0. Only we will be having the term of an summation n is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1, summation 0 to 4, x of n alone. Up x of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 plus x of 3. What is x of 0? It is given over here. What is the value? This is to be 0. X of 1 is 1. X of 2 is 2. X of 3 is 3. Up 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equivalent to 6. Okay. So for getting the value of x of 0 is equivalent to 6. So next we will be proceeding for x of 1. X of 1, what is x of 1? So we will be replacing k is equivalent to 1 over there. But what happened to your expression? I said no, e power minus j pi n by 2. E power minus j pi n by 2. Now you replace n is 0. So we will be getting off an x of 0. Anything for 0 will be 1. Anyway, x of 0 to be 0 over there. Then we'll be having of an x of 1. So we'll be getting of an e power minus j pi by 2. So cos 90 is 0, sin 90 is 1. So minus j we'll be getting. So see over here 1 minus j. Next one, x of 2. X of 2 e power minus j pi. What is pi? Cos pi minus j sin pi. So sin pi to be 0. Cos pi is minus 1. Now we'll be having of an 2 of minus 1 plus x of 3 into e power minus j 3 pi by 2. What will be getting? X of 3 is 3. So then again e power minus j 3 pi by 2 answer to be of plus j. So when you are simplifying this expression, what will be getting? So this is to be the real term minus 2. Here we'll be having of minus j plus 3j. So the answer will be plus 2j. Okay. So this will be having over here. Okay. So this will be having over here. So the final answer for x of 1 is equivalent to minus 2 plus j2. Okay. Then the next one to be our x of 2. What is x of 2? We'll be replacing k is equivalent to 2 over here. Upper e power minus j pi n alone will be getting, because we will have it divided by 2, 2 and 2 will be getting cancelled. Similarly, when you are replacing over here, n is equal to 0, the first factor will be 0. The next factor, x of 1, e power minus j pi. We know that cos pi to be minus 1, sin pi to be 0. So we'll be getting only the real term minus 1 alone. Similarly, x of 2 into e power minus j 2 pi. A power minus j 2 pi is nothing but an cos 360 value to be 1. Sin 360 will be 0. Similarly, the next one to be our e power minus j 3 pi. So again, cos answer alone will be having the value to be minus 1. So when you are simplifying this expression, what you'll be getting? Minus 1 plus 2 minus 3. Okay. Upper, we'll be getting of an, actually this will be of an minus 4 plus 2. So we'll be getting the answer minus 2. Okay. This is for the case of an x of 2. Similarly, we are going to find the value of an x of 3. So what is the value of x of 3? Summation n is equal to 0 to 3. X of n e power minus j pi. K would have value 3. So 3n by 2. Similarly, you substitute it and find out the answer. So what will be getting over here now? So the thing is to be that minus 2 minus j2. One more trick what you can use it of Abdina. If you are getting the real answer, complex answer in your expression, then obviously the next answer should be the complex conjugate of the value. For example, see over here, what is x of n? X of 1 minus 2 plus j2. Similarly, the next complex value will be your minus 2 minus j2. Okay. So this is about your expression. So we'll be having often x of 2 minus 2 plus j2, and we'll be having often minus 2 and then minus 2 minus j2. This is the way to compute the DFT of the 4-point sequence. Similarly, we have to do out for the 8-point sequence. So 8-point sequence now summation n is equivalent to 0 to, we will be having of n minus 1 over on it. So 0 to 7 we have to split over here. Okay. We shall see the next problem. So this is the problem over here. Okay, what it is given here. So we'll have the formula 8-point sequence. So x or summation n is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1. So n minus 1 is nothing but an summation 0 to 7 x of n e power minus j pi n k by. So we'll be having of here 4 over here. Okay. So we'll be getting off here. So k value will be varying from 0 up to 1 to n minus 1. Okay. we have to find out the value for k is equivalent to 0. So substitute k is equal to 0. So what will happen? X of 0. So one more thing what you can able to remember it அப்படின்னா, when you are equating k is equivalent to 0, e power the value will be anything for 0 value will be equivalent to 1. So the first expression will be the summation of x of n values alone. What are the points which is given over that? We'll be getting over on it. So we'll be having of an x of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 plus x of 3 plus x of 4 plus x of 5 plus x of 6 plus x of 7. So if you are seeing up the equation, the values correspondence to given are here to be 1 corresponds to x of 0, 1 corresponds to x of 1. Similarly, the other values, 4 values corresponds to x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5, and x of 6 and x of 7 to be 0. So we'll be getting summation of all these values. We'll be getting the values to be equivalent to 6. Okay, the next we'll be doing about an k is equivalent to 1. So what is the value of k is equivalent to 1? So you find out the value for x of 1. Summation n is equivalent to 0 to 7. X of n e power minus j pi n by 4. Okay, so k value 1 over here. So pi n by 4 alone. Okay, so the first thing when you are replacing n is equal to 0, what will happen? So which is nothing but an this is equivalent to we'll be having often the thing is to be equivalent to anything for zeros to be equivalent to 1. Okay, so what we'll be getting over here, the thing is to be that the next one we have to find out x of 1. So what is x of 1? X of 1 is nothing but an e power minus j pi by 2. So obviously e power minus j pi by 2 is to be a cos pi by 2 plus j sin pi by 2. That is minus j sin pi by 2. Okay, similarly the next one will be our x of 2 into e power minus j pi. Okay, the next x of 3 e power minus j 3 pi by 2 plus x of 4 into e power minus j 2 pi plus x of 5 into e power minus j 5 pi by 2 plus x of 6 into e power minus j 3 pi plus x of 7 into e power minus j 7 pi by 2. So use your calculator and find out the value for all the cos and sin terms. So we'll be getting the expression 1 and apart from that in sin 90 we know that the answer to be minus 1. So we'll be getting of minus j. The next one in the case of an 2 pi the cos term will be 1. So we'll be getting of alternate equations 1 minus j minus 1 plus j plus 1 minus j. So the entire equations will become 1 minus j. So this is the answer for an x of 2. The next we are going to find for k is equivalent to 3. Upper x of 3 is equivalent to summation n is equivalent to 0 to 7 x of n e power minus j 3 pi n by 4. Okay, similarly we expand our summation x of 0 plus x of 1 plus x of 2 plus x of 3 x of 4 x of 5 x of 6 and x of 7. Okay, so here when we are equating over here the e power j pi by 4 will be getting, so the answer should be considered over here to be 0.707. Okay, so when you are simplifying the expression we will be getting of 1 minus 0.707 minus j 0.707 plus j plus 0.07 plus minus j 0.707 minus 1 plus j plus 1.707 plus j 0.707. So when you are simplifying this expression, we will be getting the answer to be 0.707 plus j 0.293. This is for the case of an x of 3. Okay. Similarly, we will be proceeding for x equivalents to 4, x equivalents to k is equivalents to 5, k is equivalent to 6, and k is equivalents to 7. So I think so we can able to work it out by using this, and then the final answer we can able to check off x of k is equivalent to 6 comma 0.707 comma minus j 1.707 comma 1 minus j 0.707 plus j 0.293 comma 0 comma 0.707 minus j 0.293 1 plus j minus 0.707 plus j 1.707. See over here, I said no, in the last problem itself, we'll have a trick over on it. The thing is to be that 0.707 minus j here. Here's the check over here. This is to be 0.707 plus j 1.707. Similarly, the next one to be the 0.707 plus j 0.293. See over here, this will be minus j 2.293. So for checking up your answer, what we'll be doing over here, Abina, we can able to check whether the answer is to be right or not by using of your complex conjugate. Okay, so far I think so the DFT of the sequence is clear. So next what we are going to see it of Abina, we are going to see the how to find the IDFT of the sequence. So we know the formula for IDFT of the sequence. So take down, find DFT of the sequence x of k is equivalent to 5 comma 0 comma 1 minus j comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1 plus j comma 0, and we know the formula that x of n is equivalent to 1 by n summation k is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1 x of k e power j 2 pi k n by n, where n is equivalent to 0 up to n minus 1. So what is the length of the sequence over here? 5 0 1 minus j 0 1 0 1 plus j. So the capital N is equivalent to 8. Upper we will be proceeding the summation, which will be varying from k is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1, which is nothing but an 7. Similarly, the small n also will be varying from 0 to n minus 1. So we have to expand from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7 values. Okay. Now let me proceed over here. So what will happen? You replace n is equal to 0. So what will happen? The e power term will be 0. So we will be getting of an only summation values of an x of k. So do the summation. 5 plus 0 plus 1 minus j plus 0 plus 1 plus j plus 0. Minus j and plus j will be getting cancelled. So overall you will be getting the answer to be 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. So 8 by 8 will be equivalent to 1. 8 by 8 will be equivalent to 1. Similarly, replace for n is equivalent to 1. What will happen? X of k e power minus j pi n by 4. Okay, so k is equivalent to 1 goes, so you'll be having over here. So similarly, you do the thing what we have seen over on DFT. That is, we'll be expanding cos pi by 2 minus j sin pi by 2, cos pi by 4 minus j sin pi by 4, cos pi minus j pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. So all the values that you can be able to get from your calculator. But after expanding this, what we are getting over here, so the first term will be 5. The next term will be minus of 1 minus j into j plus 1 of minus 1 plus 1 of plus j minus j. Above what will be getting 5 minus 1. So minus j squared. This will be minus 1. Then again minus 1. We'll be getting of an plus 1, that is a minus j of minus j squared. So when you are simplifying this expression, we will be getting of an 6. So 6 divided by a is equivalent to 0.75. Okay, I think so. So far we can able to proceed for n is equivalent to 2, n is equivalent to 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the final expression when you are seeing up over here, the answer to be 1, 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, 1, 0.75, 0.5, 0, 0.25. Okay, so this is about your IDFT sequence. Okay. The next, similarly, we'll be proceeding for x of k. So x of k will be having of n. This is a 4-point sequence. So y of n is equivalent to 1 by n. Summation k is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1. Y of k e power j 2 pi n k n by n. So where n is equivalent to 0, 1 to n minus 1. So let me consider n is equivalent to 4. So the formula will be 1 by 4. Summation k is equivalent to 0 to 3. Y of k e power j 2 pi n by 4, where n is equivalent to 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we'll be substituting over here. So you find out the value of what we'll be having over here. So the first one, y of 0 plus y of 1 for y. So n is equal to 0. We know that complete entire value. For n is equivalent to 1, y of 0, y of 1, y of 2 plus y of 3. So cos pi plus j sin pi. So we know that the answer will be, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. The entire answer will be 0 over here. Similarly, when you are substituting for n is equivalent to 2, we can able to get the value to be 0.5. For n is equivalent to 3, we will be getting the answer to be 0. Upon the final answer for an IDFT of the sequence y of k is equivalent to 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0. Okay. Last thing is to be that how we'll be performing circular convolutions of the sequence using DFT and IDFT method. Okay, so we know that what is convolution? Convolution means multiplication of two sequences. So when we are having over here x1 of n and x2 of n, okay, so this is the standard thing. We have to multiply this factor with this value in order to get the DFT of x1 of k. So let me have over here about what is the expression here abdina. So you have to multiply row with column matrix. This is your row matrix and this is your column matrix. So you first multiply with the first value. What will happen? 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 will be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. The answer will be 5. Similarly, when you are proceeding for the second row, what will getting over on it? 1 minus j minus 2 plus j. So obviously a plus j and minus j will be getting cancelled. Minus 2 plus 1 will be getting minus 1. When you are proceeding for the third one, what will getting over on it? 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1. Upper obviously will be getting of an plus value. And the last one, 1 plus j and then minus 2 minus j. So again the same factor what will be getting. So this will be minus 1. Similarly, you have to proceed for x2 of k. What is x2 of k? We'll having of an 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what you will be doing over on it? So again you multiply with the row matrix with the column matrix over on it. So we'll be getting of an 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 1 into 4. So the entire term addition when we are going up here, this will be equivalent to 10. The next when you are seeing up over on here, we will be getting of an 1 into 1 minus 2j minus 3 plus 4j. Upon obviously we'll be getting minus 2 plus 2j. Similarly, 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4. Simplifying, you'll be getting answer minus 2. And the last one, 1 plus 2j minus 3 minus 4j. So you'll be getting of an minus 2 minus j2. So the first step, you have to find the DFT for x1 of n. We'll be getting x1 of k. Second step, you have to find the DFT for x2 of n. We'll be finding x2 of k. Third step, you find the value of x3 of k by multiplying x1 of k into x2 of k. So what will be getting over on it? Normal multiplication. Okay, 5 ones of 5. So 1 into 0, 2 into 1. So similarly, then we have to find out your IDFT of x3 of n. So IDFT we have to use by 1 by n. We have to use an 1 by n and then multiply with this factor over on it. Okay. So similarly, when you are proceeding first, let me see 1 by first one. So what will be getting of an 10 plus 2 minus j2 minus 2 and then plus 2 plus j2. So I think so this j2 and j2 will be getting cancelled. Okay. 1, 2 and 2 will be getting cancelled. So actually 12 divided by 4, you will be getting the answer to be 3. Okay. We will be getting the answer to be 3 over on it. Okay. Similarly, we will be proceeding for the next column. So we will be getting of an 14, 11 and 12. Okay. So this is the way to find out your circular convolution using DFT method. So we have to check over the question what it is given over here. The last thing we have to see about and what are the properties of DFT. Okay, this is a repeated question, so we have to know what are the properties behind of your DFT. So the first property, what does it say, Sabrina? Periodicity. Okay, periodicity property. So periodicity property is nothing but an if x of k is n-point DFT for a finite duration sequence, then x of n plus n is equivalent to x of n for all the values of n. Similarly, x of k plus n is equivalent to x of k for all the values of k. This is about your periodicity. The next property is linearity. If two finite duration sequence x1 of n and x2 of n are linearly combined as x3 of n is equivalent to a into x1 of n plus b into x2 of n, then DFT of x3 of n is nothing but an x3 of k is equivalent to a into x1 of k plus b into x2 of k. So this is about the linearity. Then the multiplication of two sequences, we have to take DFT of x1 and x2, and then we know that we have to take an IDFT, which is to be find of an 1 by n of x1 of k into x2 of k. The next one, Parsel's theorem. So when we are taking DFT of x of n, which is to be an x of k, DFT of y of n is to be equivalent to y of k. So what's Parsel's theorem now? summation n is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1 x of n into y star of n is equivalent to 1 by n summation k is equivalent to 0 to n minus 1 x of k into y star of k. Okay, so far today what we have seen, we have seen how to compute the DFT of the sequence, IDFT of the sequence, and then how to find out circular conversion using DFT and IDFT method. Finally, we have seen about what about the properties of a DFT. Okay, thank you. We'll be seeing about an FFT on next session.